Hola, hola, ¿qué tal? Saludos estudiantes, buenos días. Estamos en la clase número 4. Hoy es jueves y es la clase número 4. Jueves 6 de enero, ¿sí? Bien, ¿y qué vamos a trabajar hoy? Vamos a trabajar el vocabulario de la universidad, vocabulario simple de un salón de clases, ¿verdad? The vocabulary that you basically find in a classroom, college, and everything that is related to school. ¿Sí? Bien. So, what you have to do? Well, start memorizing vocabulary. Find, identify those words that are very familiar to you, that are cognates. Okay, cognates is a word that in English and in Spanish they sound and they are written the same because they come from the same source, usually Latin. Okay, um, and then work with that vocabulary. I posted some activities via VHL to help you with the memorization process. Okay, don't forget I, the verb I, there is, there are. ¿Qué hay en el salón? Hay una profesora, hay unos estudiantes, hay un libro o hay unos libros, ¿verdad? ¿Qué hay? ¿Qué hay? And think about the question. ¿Cuántas clases tienes este semestre? ¿Cuántas clases tienes este semestre? Um, yo tengo, remember when we were talking about our age, tengo is possession, okay, in Spanish. Oh, yo tengo una clase este semestre, yo tengo dos clases este semestre. ¿Cuáles son? ¿Cuáles son? So name them. ¿Cuáles son? Las clases son español y matemáticas. Or tengo una clase. Es español. And then the forced questions. Question. ¿Cuál es tu clase favorita? ¿Cuál es tu clase favorita? Mi clase favorita es. Do not forget to use that structure, that order. Mi clase comes first. Mi clase and then favorita. In English, you do the opposite, okay? In Spanish, no. A ver, so mi clase favorita es, and then you mention español, arte, biología, música, economía, física, etcétera, etcétera. ¿Sí? And also, we need to work with the days of the week. ¿Qué día es hoy? ¿Qué día es hoy? Hoy es jueves. That's today's case, ¿verdad? Hoy es jueves. Mañana es viernes. Mañana es viernes, pero hoy, H-O-Y, hoy es jueves. ¿Cuándo es el examen? El examen es mañana. El examen es hoy. So when something, an activity takes place. Bueno, ¿verdad? Um, Also, we need to learn 5 verbs. And what is a verb? A verb is a word that is expressing action. Okay? Usually action. There are some verbs that are not expressing action, and there are very few verbs. For example, the verb ser, the verb estar, estoy bien, soy estudiante. Those are um, verbs that are not expressing actions, okay? Now, the verbs that are expressing actions and that we're going to learn today are going to be 5. Hablar, estudiar, trabajar, tomar, and viajar. Okay? Hablar, to talk. Estudiar is to study, ¿verdad? Tomar is to take a class. Or yeah, we are going to keep it like that because it's it has another meaning too. Tomar is also to drink. Okay, but we can use it in the in one sense, in the sense of to take a class, of course. Okay, and then trabajar, which is to work, y viajar, which is to travel. Okay. Now, I want you to start thinking about how to express those actions in the yo form. And it's very simple. At the end, at the end, instead of AR, we are going to put an O. Okay? So, yo estudio, yo hablo, yo trabajo, yo tomo una clase y yo viajo. When you use the O at the end, you are expressing things that you do. If you keep the verb with the AR, then you are not expressing an action that you do. You are expressing the name of the action. Okay? Por ejemplo, estudiar. Ah, that's to study. Okay, so that is the name of the action. But when we want to express what do we do, then we use the O in our case because we are conjugating the verb. Okay? So I want you to start thinking about how to say things that you do. Okay? So again, yo estudio, yo hablo, yo leo, yo tomo una clase, yo trabajo y yo viajo. Okay? Also, and I think this is the last thing that we have to cover today. We can express the things that we do, remember, by adding the O and eliminating the AR, yo trabajo. But also, we can learn today to express the things that we like to do. So, we are going to use those five verbs and we can express the things that we like to do using those five verbs. Por ejemplo, me gusta viajar. I like to travel. Me gusta estudiar. Me gusta trabajar. Me gusta tomar clases. Me gusta hablar con mis amigas. Or you can say the opposite. No me gusta. No me gusta trabajar. No me gusta estudiar. No me gusta hablar. ¿Verdad? Okay. So that's basically what we have to learn today. And I posted the some voice thread activities. So you will have to answer some questions in one of them. Basic questions. We are reviewing some questions, basic questions like ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo estás? ¿De dónde eres? ¿Cuántos años tienes? Etcétera. And then some new questions. ¿Qué te gusta hacer? What you like to do? What do you like to do? Also, I posted our first quiz test because it's a little bit longer. Um, I gave you, I think, enough time to take it. So what I mean with this is that you will need to find 15 minutes. It could be today, tomorrow, or Saturday. So I gave you the option of taking the quiz, the exam today, tomorrow, or Saturday. Okay. And find basically 15 minutes, 15 minutes, 50 minutos to be relaxed, ¿verdad? And complete the exam. Okay. You cannot use any kind of help. See? and study before. So refresh the material and then close everything and open the test. ¿Sí? Bien, jóvenes, hasta luego. And if you have questions, email me. ¿Sí? Bien, hasta luego. Chao.